can't be anywhere else, you might as well be where you're at. Since you can't be anywhere else, you might as well be here. And since you can't be anybody else, you might as well be yourself. And completely enjoy being that which you are, where you are. Expiration. Start with consciously embracing the death of everything about ourselves that is no longer in our highest good, creating positive change and evolution of ourselves and that which is around us. Gratefully and thankfully put it on the offering table for death to remove with as much ease and as little suffering as possible. And with our inspiration, let it be replaced with something fresh, vibrant, full of potential and good intention. And with every expiration, repeat. Let us all begin with not bringing into class what is not ready to learn, grow, and change, and make space to bring into class what is ready to heal, grow, and change. And let this class take place this moment, in this moment, in this moment, and so on. We are in this classroom all the time. Begin with your crown, the top of your head, what I know to be the first chakra, connection with the heavens, source. Work your way down, just being aware of how your matter feels as your intention travels down your body. Just awareness. Don't investigate. Don't get into thinking mind. Just stay in awareness. I am aware that this part of my energy appears to be having this experience, or not. bottom of your feet. Let it come back to the top. And begin. Again. Ask your body a very basic, intuitive question and be open to its answer. Let's all say this question together and then let's just be in silence after it and all enjoy the private answer that each of our body gives us, okay? So here we go. I'll say, body, have I breathed deep enough today?
Have I breathed deep enough today?
Have I given you enough oxygen?
Have I given you enough oxygen?
Let's just be still with that answer. For those who received an answer or an intention of no, repeat with me. Body, I will do my best to improve. Body, have I properly hydrated? Again, be with yourself in that response. Applies and repeat with me. Body, I will do my best to improve. Let's not have a regretful relationship with our flesh any longer. Let's not. Let's take a moment every day and sit with it. Have a conversation with it. Ask it for information as it pertains to what is vital. Oxygen, water, basic food. There's no reason to not have an honest conversation with the innate energy of your being and be open to its replies. Most of them you know before you ask, but it's a good habit and practice to begin a communication with your flesh and your matter, to establish rapport and relationship, eventually reaching a place of complete unity, which is, of course, the unity already exists, but we're getting rid of what stands in the way of us being in that unity. Knowing it exists is the first part. Practicing being in it from a moment to moment basis allows the feedback loops of the body, the basic feedback loops. Am I getting enough sleep, water, oxygen, and food? To become comfortable with sharing that innate information that will bring about change in your basic physical behavior and make you more aware of what emotional reactions you're having that are standing in the way of that consistency in your physical relationship, which, as we all know, is so essential in giving us the opportunity to have a more fulfilling, rich, spiritual relationship with life. You're all equal and necessary. Expiration, conversation, interaction, whatever words you want to use, it should be done from a meditative place. Why? So that it is peaceful. It is loving. It is calm. So that your flesh and the energy of it really starts to have a relationship with who you truly are in your best space. We want our bodies to feel comfortable, safe, and in good relationship with the other energy in them. It's so simple. It's so important. These simple, basic practices are often overlooked and seen as unnecessary or irrelevant when they are the foundation. There are reasons we have bodies. They weren't given to us. They aren't a part of our existence because they have no purpose or value, but because they're just a car to drive our spirits around. They have meaning, purpose, incredible wisdom. Respect them. Love them. Communicate with them. In their innate, intricate makeup is the wisdom of God itself. They are more obedient than we could ever be. As long as we have the choices that we give ourselves to diverge from the order, our bodies do all they can to maintain it. There's much to be learned from what they represent. Expiration. And expiration. So the first thing I want to start with is, and I know Greg and Cam are in Montana. They're traveling, or they're traveling back from there, or they're there. But any of you who were here last week, Greg played some just beautiful meditation music for us. And, it was so lovely. And we had a really, really great class, like we always do. But what was neat about it is the first class, we had about 382 views up until this point, okay, from when the first class was in May. And the last class, including the YouTube views and the Facebook views, we had over 400 views for the last class. So the last class was by far the highest viewed class in the shortest period of time that we've had so far. So I only bring this up to, one, help you all realize how many moments you're touching, how many people are experiencing it, and also to show that, this little cell that we're enjoying, it's starting to divide. And it's great. So for all of you who continue to hold this intention near in your heart and give it your love and your presence, we thank you for that. Starting to shape a little bit. So what I also did was, and these will be available, they're in the office, I'm going to leave a stack here, and I'll make sure that I leave some out. I'll have the girls as well put some out. What I did was I just came up with a card, okay? And all it is it's just a simple card called The Practice, and underneath it is just our Facebook, our group Facebook address, the YouTube channel where the videos are also at, and there's information, and then just the website right now, which is livetheppractice.com, which is just where people can go. And right now, all it is just where the book is at. They can click to get to the book if they want to get the book on Amazon. So I'm going to leave these. They'll be at every meeting, and that way, I designed this for my own use. So when I'm talking to people, and I'm having moments with people, and I'm talking about the practice, it's just something simple to just say, hey, if you want to check this out, hey, if you want to look at what I'm doing. It stops you from having to explain more than you really want to explain sometimes. And you can just say, I go to these classes and they're great, and here's a card, and The classes are on this Facebook page, and check them out and see what you think. So it's a great way for you all to introduce people to what you're doing, and it's efficient, it's sustainable, and it's just, that's what it's for, okay? So I want to give you all kind of a little tool to start spreading the word in any way that you can, and that's a pretty benign way to introduce somebody to something without, the goal of the practice is our primary purpose is to be examples of it. That's our primary purpose, is to be examples of it and to practice within ourselves the environment we wish to see in the world around us. So we're not here to be, not that there's anything wrong with this, but it's not the purpose to be evangelical or to be overly pushy or any of that. We're really here to be it, to look for the moments in which people are open and ready, and to have something simple, because life is busy and people forget websites and they forget what to do in the moment. Just give them something to remind them, if it's meant, oh yeah, I'm going to go look this up. And so that's the simple thing we're going to start to do with that, okay? So that's what that is. Those will be here and we'll have them out. They're in the downstairs as well, so that's that. We had some really good, first of all, about last week's class. I feel like, we're all really starting to settle in. And even people that are just starting to come to the class, we're starting to settle in. Everyone's starting to get comfortable. People are starting to get more comfortable sharing, more people comfortable talking. That's so fulfilling for me to see that. People are getting very comfortable getting in the chamber and letting everyone have love for them and acceptance for them. People are getting more eager to get into that situation. They want to feel that. They want to experience it. These are all just such positive things, just positive indicators that this is about the group. So I'm very encouraged. I'm very happy about that. I want to really support everybody who continues to put themselves out there on the Facebook page, and put themselves out there in the classes, and realizing that being honest and loving about your life with the intention of helping other people, okay, rarely causes you any harm, and in fact, it brings a lot of good and a lot of healing to others. So please, if you're here for your first class or your second class, or you've been here for all of them, please continue to speak your heart and let things come up when they need to come up, and let yourself say what you feel you need to say, and know that that's the purpose of this environment. We can all do that. Okay? So we'll just do a quick review, as we always do, and then we'll do some reflection questions, and then we'll see where our class takes us. So first thing I want to do before I start that is I want to say hi to Sarah. We miss you, Sarah. We look forward to your special light being with us next week. So she's having a great vacation, and that's awesome, but we miss her, so we're looking forward to having her back. Carla put these together, so I always want to thank Carla for that. True freedom is living without judgment, without emotions as guides, without caring what others think of you in terms of it being critical, without all those emotional, energetic reactions that imbalance us. True freedom is intending the highest good, doing what God wants you to do, without fear. This is freedom. Always remember, as we go through our practice, we do not judge ourselves harshly. We honor where we're at now. We treat ourselves and others lovingly and compassionately. So our focus points are we are all doing the best we can, everyone. And that's hard. That's a very hard acceptance point sometimes, okay? But trust me, if you can get over your lack of acceptance that everyone's doing the best they can, and you can get in the habit of just starting with that, okay? As Linda spoke and as others, it does make it a lot easier. It does make you more open to love, So to me, practicing acceptance feeds my ability to be more loving, and being more loving helps me practice being more accepting. They open up space for each other constantly. When we say or do what comes from a loving intention, from an intention of healing and balance, that is all that required to be healers. And that was a powerful conversation we had last time. That really what makes a healer is not what they do with their hands, it's where they live in their heart. That is truly what a healer is. So there's tons and tons and tons and tons of amazing healers walking this planet that have never said a word, never put a hand, but hold that intention of healing in their heart. And that's the most important healer to be. Everyone is in a continuum of change. Everyone has played perceived positive, negative part in everyone's life. Seen in this light, we can more easily choose the way of compassion, acceptance, and love for another who has, quote, wronged us, given that someone at some point in our lives has shown or will show us compassion, acceptance, and love for what we may have done to them. Okay? That was a big, big part of our class last time. Really remembering in the moment that what someone may be doing to us is something we have done to someone, whether we can remember it or not, whether we're conscious of it or not. That at some point in the continuum of our experience, we have been in many different places. So when we judge somebody else for an unfavorable place they may be, we are inevitably bringing judgment on some aspect of ourselves that we are blind of or denying or unaware of, because maybe if you're comfortable with this notion, maybe it was a previous life or previous experience, or if you're not, something in this life that you just don't remember. There's a truth here. Life in all its force and order will inevitably bring all of us into a greater place of consciousness, whether we are consciously choosing it or not. And life will also resolve our unconsciousness. And this is a powerful statement in the book that if you can really start to wrap your head around it and realize that everything evolves, everything changes, everything was one thing and becomes another thing. Everything is constantly going through this process. As humanity, we sometimes believe that this process is driven by us. Humanity likes to think that a lot of things are humanly driven, okay? And there's a lot of reasons for that, but one of them is because it gives them a false sense of control over what they wish to change and what they don't wish to change. When in reality, what needs to change is what is not operating in a what's best scenario. When you're not taking others into consideration or the environment in general around you into consideration, and you're not trying to be the best you can for that general environment, okay? That's something that needs to change. It's that simple. But we don't want to be that simple because we want to choose what changes and doesn't change about ourselves. And if we give up that choice over it and we let ourselves be aware of what needs to change instead of what we choose to change, we become aware of truly what has to happen within ourselves. And we can sometimes have that happen with a far less degree of suffering in the midst of it. And sometimes not. Sometimes we have to have an experience. That's okay. So we're going to have to find a way to get the video from Facebook and convert it. And if not, then we only get about 10 views or 20 views on YouTube. So we'll have to get it to Facebook. But I'm sure there's a way to convert it.
Yep.
And if there is, then we'll do that. We're used to doing things like this. We just go with the flow. So that's that. So that'll be just one little task I have to learn something from. Great example of it, right? Something has to change. Something needs to be done differently. So we're going to learn how to do it. Remember, a healing for one of us is a healing for all of us. A misunderstanding we share with each other with an intention of healing and balance, of acceptance, compassion, and love. Yeah. Again, when we can accept that we are all in this together, we can be more appropriate with each other. And that's not a political statement, by the way. I'm not a political person. It's more of a statement of fact, not to create political persuasion, which I personally don't involve myself in that process, so I don't want anyone to interpret my words as me favoring any specific thing.
I brought some books back at your family.
Can we get through this and then
Sure,
we'll do that?
that's fine.
Yeah. So reflection question. What is coming up for healing within me? You know, when you look at your life, when you look at yourself, when you examine who you are and how you are, you know, what comes up that needs some healing for you? And I'm going to ask some people to offer some things that are coming up for them. But remember, let it just come up. Okay? So what comes up, and don't think about just what your problems are, Okay, what your problems are not necessarily what your healing needs to be. Look for what needs to be healed that may be relevant to several problems. Because many times you'll have more than one problem from something that needs to be healed. So not that there's anything wrong with identifying that way, but let's take a second and go a little deeper. What comes up that you are aware of needs to be healed? Linda?
I would say for me, my inability to be compassionate and forgiving to myself.
Right on.
That it's taken me this long to even begin the practice of meditation, which I thought of doing all along, but I'm really trying to get into that space. And I really find myself stopping myself when I'm getting too stressed, too overwhelmed. There's not much oxygen left in my house because I'm doing so much deep breathing. But it's just, I need to be more forgiving and compassionate. I can do it for everybody else, but I can't do it for me.
Okay. Now, if I may give a little perspective on that, that would have never been an answer that Linda would have given a couple months ago. Agreed?
Agreed.
She is dealing, she has now distilled away the problems, and she is really dealing with core causative issue. She didn't bring up anything else. She went right to what it is. And you know on some level that will be, as you continue to get into a meditative state more, which will increase your breathing and your oxygen and your ability, your body. You know that the other things we've worked on are going to improve. So that's a great example of it. And Linda, just for reference, because I think that Linda is really becoming one of the biggest miracles of the entire class. I really do. Because of just relevancy of where she was. Linda, what was the general date that you started coming to the classes? Do you remember?
Oh boy. I've been to at least, I would say, 6 classes, 5 or 6 classes.
So basically in June, sometime in June, right?
Yeah, yes.
So in 7 weeks.
Like mid-June, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll say 4 to 6 weeks. That is a shift in her intention and her focus. I just think that when you can see a shift in intention and focus, that's that dramatic. To me, watching how people heal and what drives healing, it's the shift in intention and willingness to look at true cause. That really is what drives the healing process the most. And that's amazing. So I completely agree with you. Somebody else. Come on, somebody else. I'm going to call on somebody. Good, Jan.
I didn't come when you started classes. And it was more like, I've been there, done that, don't need to keep doing it. But this summer has been one of transition, and I don't know where I'm going to with it. And the healing has to come, and I've made great strides over the years of just letting it go. Things will happen the way they're supposed to. But this summer has been very, very, very weird. And I find myself coming here on Tuesday nights, not with any specific intention, just going with the flow. And so I don't know where it's taking me. I don't know where it's going, but the healing is not worried about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's, if I could cite a great example of following your intuition, that's it. That's, sometimes following your intuition, you have a sense or vision of where you're going, okay? And that's beautiful when that happens. But sometimes the most valuable way to follow your intuition is the way that Jan's following it. She knows she's going in the right direction by going in a certain direction. She doesn't know where she's going. She doesn't know where it's leading her. But she knows if she just keeps letting go and going in that direction, that she'll end up where she's supposed to go.
And over the years, you very well know, I'm very structured, very controlling, very much a planner, and that's
not like she's not going to use those tools in her toolbox. It just won't be the first one she grabs all the time. That's a great comment. Nancy, I want you to tell us what comes up for you. I want you to kind of share what comes up for you.
I like what you said as far as that I was drawn. Once I found out the classes were starting, I was drawn to come here and just to listen and just to be in the energy and just to share that being here matters. That you don't necessarily have to say anything, but just your energy. Just by being here, it matters. As a whole, it's sending out that loving energy. I find it just amazing what I feel I have to be here.
Yeah. So we're starting to see more and more how the reasons for coming are different, okay? Nancy's in a place now where she comes for others and to be a part of it, which is wonderful. Okay. Coming from a future perspective, what would I want to hear and know as I look at what's coming in healing? So that's the same thing we've already talked about. For what I'm having difficulty forgiving myself, how can I cultivate compassion? Okay. You practice it. You practice it. That's why the name of the book is just perfect. It's just you practice it. When the opportunity comes up for you to show yourself compassion, you do it. When the opportunity comes up for you to have compassion for somebody else, you do it. Your level of success, okay, is something you shouldn't even get into. It's, did you make an effort to be compassionate? Did you make the effort? Did you have the intention? If you are repetitive and you're inconsistent in your intention to have compassion and your intention to have love and your intention to be forgiving, I can guarantee you the fulfillment and success will come from your dedication to being consistent in the practicing it. It's that simple. If you engage in it, it will give you the return. Not sometimes in the moment, although sometimes yes, but over a longer period of time, you will start to see how it becomes more natural to not react, more natural to say they're doing the best they can, more natural to say I'm doing the best I can, to live without that condemnation.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I had an experience this week that brought up all the feelings I've ever had about being bullied. And this woman at work bullies people, and she happened to bully me in front of some of my colleagues. And I was trying to say to myself, she's doing the best she can, but all I could do was judge her and judge myself. I couldn't pull myself out of that until I got out of the situation, and actually that night when I was home. So what gets in my way is not accepting all those other judgments of myself. Because when I judge myself, I end up extrapolating it and judging everybody around me, and it kind of gets all mushed together.
Okay, so I want to give you a simple tool to use the next time that happens. Okay? I want you to look her right in the eyes, and I just want you to say these two words. Okay? Repeat them with me. Please. Please.
Please.
Stop.
Oh. Okay.
Please stop. And you just keep repeating that. Please stop. And you use different, I think the word is intonations, or what do they say when you use different fluctuations, or I don't know, I can't use them.
Inflection.
Inflection. No, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. And if they don't, you say, you are being inappropriate. You are making me feel uncomfortable. You just keep giving them feedback based on how their behavior is making you feel. You don't go into judgment. You just continue to give them feedback.
Why does she have to stand there and listen to this person?
Because it's happening.
What do you mean it's happening?
It's happening. If she avoids it, she'll have to keep avoiding it. If she learns how to be with it, she won't
Oh,
have to.
because she's working with her
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
So she does this every day?
No.
No, only when she can get the opportunity to do it in front of large crowds. It's but not every day.
She does, she's trying to do it to achieve something. Okay? Okay, then. No, that's not what we practice here. That may be what you practice from emotion, but that's not what wisdom practices and patience. That's not what love would do. That's what emotion would do. And then what happens the next time? And the next time, and the next time, and the next time, and 500 years from now, and 1,000 years from now. Your way has no end. It just propagates itself because it justifies its behavior. Educate. You're a teacher. Teach. Teach.
So then what is she supposed to do? Just keep listening?
If you listen, you would hear what I told her to do. Please stop. Please stop. What you do by saying that repetitively, you have to realize that her behavior towards her, okay, is highly unconscious. She doesn't even know that she's making everybody feel as bad as she's really making them feel. She thinks it's giving her power and control. She doesn't understand that it's really making her look completely inappropriate. She doesn't know what she's doing. You know, there are varying degrees of mental imbalance, everybody. People that are mentally imbalanced don't know how mentally imbalanced they are, hence they stay mentally imbalanced. We have to have firmness and compassion, whether she's a boss or not, which doesn't, she's not, even if she is, she isn't. Please stop, please stop. You're making me and others feel uncomfortable. Are you aware that you're doing this? This is not appropriate social behavior. She has probably never had anyone tell her the truth about her behavior in the same public setting that she's trying to use it in. So what you do is you take her need to be in public doing it, and you take that and use it directly to create an impact and a change. You see it now? Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's like when you diffuse by being direct.
That's right.
If you go like this, you're just going to make it worse because
You're
you're just, then they're going to do this and you're going to do this.
Yeah.
And
See? Use the opportunity. See, but what you start to, and this is beautiful, and I love that you asked. I love your reaction. I love that you reacted to her the way you did because it gives us a chance to talk about what reaction most people want to have. You're not unusual. Most people want to have the exact same reaction you have. Okay? But that reaction doesn't change the situation. Okay? You take that moment that she's using. Okay? And you take the energy and you just turn it right back on her. Instead of her being the focus of what she thinks is an empowering attention situation, you make her feel, okay, simply by reflecting back to her, this is how you're making us feel. And if you really want to get involved, you take anybody else that's around her and you say, does anybody else feel this way when she talks to them?
Can I say something?
yeah.
You know, there's a real strong thing that's coming through to me that just the mere fact that you calmly went through that, you have the power in that situation because you have an awareness of what is happening to you. And it's now just taking you to the next step, like he was talking about. Because being in that social dynamic of the workplace, everybody tries to be nice, okay? But the bottom line is, you're one step ahead of her, and you don't even realize it because you have the awareness that what she's doing is wrong for you, and the next step is the logical next step, and the next time it happens, you probably will have the strength to go and say that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be loud.
No.
In fact, the quieter you get,
Please stop.
the more people listen because they have to draw in to really hear what
Now,
you're saying.
as well, okay, what's going to happen, okay, and this is why this is about the energy, okay, is when you say, please stop, okay, everybody that's around wants someone to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So all their intention is going to immediately be behind you. because they want someone to say, please stop. So as soon as you say it, you're going to feel all this support. So where you felt isolated and attacked, excuse me, they're all going to be behind you. Okay? They're all going to step behind you in their energy. They may not be in that moment to say anything, but they're with you. And they're with you and thanking you, whether they're courageous enough to say it or not. And all you're saying is, please stop. Why? Because it's not, and if she were to say something, you say, it's not good for, this is a powerful thing. Please stop. It's not good for you to talk to us this way. It's not good for you to talk to us this way. And it's not making any of us feel good, but it's not good for you. Because she may just be being that person with you all every once in a while, but there's a good chance she's being that person a lot of the time, isn't she? That's who she is. So for her to be confronted in a loving way, it's going to make her go, wow. Wow. Now, whether that one moment is enough to make her begin her practice of change, that's none of your business. But I can guarantee you won't be the person she does it to again.
You planted a seed.
And I would doubt if she'd even do it in that environment again. Because now everyone's looking at her and she's not getting praise. She's really getting compassion. Like, wow, who does that? Not, look who's doing it. Wow, who does that to other people? And it all starts with, please stop. Awesome. Awesome lesson. This is, guys, this is why this class is called Practicing the Practice. This is where I want our material to come from. This is where I want our conversations. This is what I hoped for, that the book would be a tool, but we would have people willing to talk about situations, real life situations that we know how many millions and millions and millions of people are dealing with that situation every day and don't know what to say and don't know how to act. And all of a sudden, we send this intention out tonight that says, hey, you have the right to say, please stop.
And I don't feel vulnerable in here anymore.
No.
Be telling people that.
That's like, please everybody, when you have a life experience like that throughout the week, that sticks with you, that resonates with you, like, wow, that one stood out. And you can tell, and Kat, you're awesome at it. That one, like, she shares what stands out for her. Because she knows, if it stands out for me, there's a good chance it's standing out for somebody else. So, God puts it on my heart when something stands out for me, I want to bring it up, I want assistance, I want to change around it, and I know if I do that, I'm bringing that change into the world. So, on that note,
what if the person was what you was?
you just do the same thing. Because if you get fired from a job for saying, please stop, the way you're speaking to me is making me feel uncomfortable. Please stop. If for some reason you're fired because of that, it's time to go. It's time to go. You know what I mean? It's time to go. So if it were your superior, and it's time to go, because never should you feel as though you need to be abused or treated poorly to make a living. Never.
There's one other thing I've learned. It keeps coming up in my brain. I have to get it out. One of the things, Kat, when you do that, the other person and the other people witnessing it may be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning because they don't know how to react to a kind, loving approach. But one of the things is that this person may have never had anybody stand up to them before. And they may have been that bullying personality, which goes back to whatever they're trying to heal. And you don't know that. But the only advice I would say, and I hate to use the word advice, but just to get that comfort level back with the group, is to act as if this person is perfectly fine and they're not being ostracized by this action or being isolated. But to go,
remember, a lot of times, and this is not just, this is my opinion, we found this in studies on bullying, people that are bullies are people that have been bullied. So in effect, and this is really great for you to get this, even another perspective on it, the reason, sometimes the reason that they're bullying is because they've been bullied, okay? And they were bullied and they couldn't say, please stop. So when you tell them, please stop, okay, it then gives them permission to realize they can say, please stop, when someone's bullying them. Get what I'm saying? That you're giving them permission to say, please stop, as the bully, because when they were being bullied, they never felt permission to say, please stop.
So she's sort of teaching that person.
That's it.
And the fact that
Something they may not know.
and when you do that, everybody learns that the world doesn't end.
That's it, and it goes on.
Exactly.
And that allows you to go to work with that person and approach her the next day and say, thank you for hearing me. You know, I hope we can move past this now. Like, it gives you a chance to try and, now maybe that's possible and maybe it's not, and I'm not telling you to force the moment, but there's nothing, you didn't do anything wrong by saying, please stop.
That isn't what I wanted to say, which is, I know you're doing the best you can,
That's true.
but I can't say that to her.
That is true. And again, that's an internal dialogue.
It's an interim, but boy, did I want to say it.
Yeah, I know you're doing the best you can, but you can say, you know, I know you're doing the best you can, but please stop.
You know, I think it's better just to
But
please.
there's something else, and I don't know where it's coming from, but the bottom line is that you can say it to her, but not in her presence. When you are in the safety and comfort of your place, your home, if you can say that dialogue to yourself, one of the things I do with clients of mine is mirror talking, okay? And it's one of the hardest things to do. But if you have something you need to get out, going into the bathroom mirror and talking to it. And it sounds crazy, but there's an intuitive thing that she may actually get the message without you ever being in the same room to talk with her about it.
Okay, so I want to hear some thoughts that Mary Lou wrote down for us.
After last week's class, and I love literature and words. I just love words. And two quotes I wanted to share with the family tonight.
Great.
Forgiveness, written by Mark Twain. Forgiveness is a fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. It's pretty dynamic. Forgiveness is a fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. And then Oliver Wendell Holmes, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. I want to share that with your family.
So, again, Ed.
When I went to college, quick college, this was kind of interesting. I know it kind of relates to what we're going through. So I decided to take an apprenticeship. My first 3 months, and I spent this individual, which was terrible. They were pretty brutal, some of these guys.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
When I quit college, I decided to take an apprenticeship up. And some of the guys that you would serve time with, some of the journeymen, they were pretty brutal on the apprentices. First guy I spent 3 months with, and he can attest to this, my wife, he was terrible. And I remember I turned around one day, I says to him, I was really aggravated. I says, Willie, I says, how would you like it if I treated you the same way you treat me about computer science? Because that's how I majored, well, I was majoring in. How would you like it if I would do all that? And after I did this, and we spoke a little bit, we were best friends after that. That just went away, just like that. It wasn't beating on me all the time. It was great. Yeah, it kind of worked. That's what I'm relating to that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for this to be all.
No.
It's about all of us, really.
It isn't? Oh, shoot.
It isn't. It isn't. And that's why, before we do our chamber, and we do any the healings that anyone needs, the love that anyone needs us to focus on. This is what the class should be about. The class should be about, I have a neighbor next to me who's making my life difficult. I would like some help with dealing with that. This should be about, the class should be about, we had a difficult instance in our family. You know, it makes it difficult for me to let it go. That's what it should be about. It should be about our lives, okay? That's what the class is about. It's about living our lives and being honest about what do we need help, healing, and growth around. And I feel very comfortable that God is going to continue to put events in all of your lives as these weeks go by. As when they're in mine, I share them, right? Okay? So you're sharing them. Well, that class that I did where I talked about my experience, that wasn't all about me at all, was it, Kat?
No.
And this wasn't all about you, was it? No.
No.
So everybody, pay attention, stay in your practice, and when an event happens, you feel significant, take the 5 seconds and do a voice memo, or write it down on a piece of paper, make a note of it, so that when you're sitting in class, and it may be, 7 days and a million moments later, you can go, this is one thing that came to mind for me to bring to class this week. This class, it isn't about offering money, okay? We're not passing a tray around to put money in. This class, I want you to offer your life experiences. That's what I want you to put in the pan. That's what I want you to put in the tray as it goes around. I want you to put the ones that you feel comfortable offering, but I want that to be what you're offering, because that's more valuable than any monetary gift. The gift of experience, the gift of similarity and experience, and being able to share from it and heal from it and grow from it is far more valuable than anything that you could ever give monetarily. So next time we pass the offering plate around, okay, I want to see everybody make more of an effort to put something in the plate, okay? I want everybody, because I'm telling you, as you know, as I know, as you know, as those of us who have shared know, it only makes the class more fulfilling and more enriching, and only gives you more of a reason to want to be here than you already have, okay?
But it's not just for class here, as we're all healing,
No.
those are out of here, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, the giver, this isn't, the class isn't here. The class is universe.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's gather around. Who is in need of some strong intention and love? We got a few minutes. We got a few minutes?
Let's stretch it to 5. I've been
Who hasn't been in that would love to be in? Andrea?
It's
Nice.
a hard couch to get up off.
Come on, everybody. Let's get on it. We all know how it goes. What I see when I'm with Andrea is I see her internal gyroscope, her internal compass. And what I would just love to do for her tonight is I would love all of us to just set the intention that her internal compass, her internal guidance is guided by the highest force and the greatest good. And that her path and all of our paths, what we do for one, we do for all of us, that all of our paths are guided by the highest force, the most beneficial route. And Andrea and all of us know within ourselves the true path that we need to walk. And we hold to our course. And we resist the temptation to indulge in experiences that no longer offer us positive change. That we resist the temptation to go off our path and have experiences that are not efficient in giving us resolve, healing, and enlightenment, not just for ourselves, but for all around us. true, and that our paths stay honest. And if we do this, and we allow this, it will eliminate unnecessary instability and unnecessary suffering and unnecessary spending of energy, time, money, and resources that could be better served if more directly used. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for stepping forward for that. That was awesome. Who else? Come on, who else? Linda, come on in. Sure.
Very much in need of some healing, positive energy to be able to get more joy out of life, say yes to life.
Amen. Amen is right. Yeah. So I'm gonna scan for be a little more specific. This is one that you want to really remember. If you were at one of the classes I taught a long time ago, it's about being all in. So what I want us all to say is, God has put us here.
God has put us here,
And we are willing to be here.
and we are willing to be here
In completeness.
in completeness,
No matter what.
no matter what.
Okay, you guys, when we give up our choice, I'll just say this, when we give up our choice to leave, we accept that we can only leave when it is our divine time. When we give up the choice to leave, we are much more prone to look for the joy. When we surrender anything suicidal in us, whether subtle or dramatic, when we commit to being here, no matter what, we overcome the fear of possibility that might not feel good, and we immediately realize, well, if I have to be here, and I'm not going to take myself out through word or deed or food or belief or behavior, that leaves me no choice but to make the best of it. Making the best of it doesn't mean tolerating. It means make the best of it. Make the best of life. Make the best of your life. Make the best of life around you. Don't just tolerate it until it's time to go. Make the best of it. That includes yourself and everything around you. But that all really, really comes from realizing, I can't go. I might as well be all in my body. I might as well be all here. Because for so many of you, you may have been here many times, but you've never really let yourself truly be here. Unconditionally. And be in the world unconditionally. And practice loving unconditionally. And when you do, your ability to receive the unconditional love of God is exponentially increased. It is only when you commit to being here unconditionally that you fully appreciate the unconditional love that is all around you and within you. Linda, your new life that you started with us is based in love. It is not based in the impending fear, dread, or doom of what might happen. It is based in the love that is happening. You are slowly but surely replacing fear and dread, which is a possibility, with love, which is a certainty. And the certainty of love that you're having in your heart and with all of us is winning. Just commit to being here. all for being here. If you're not here, there's no reason for me to be here. So I love you